guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on a brand new concealer that I've been seeing everywhere, and that is the Saie concealer. I just purchased this on Sephora's website and I was like, I need to review this immediately. So I'm gonna sit down today and I'm gonna be doing a full-blown review and wear test, letting you guys know my thoughts and letting you guys know if I think this is worth the $26 or not. So keep watching. Okay guys, so I already have on my foundation. Today for foundation, I'm using my Dose of Colors Be Your Hue foundation in the shade 120 Light Medium. You guys know that I love this foundation. So now we can move on to the concealer. I do want to talk a little bit about this concealer, so I'm going to pull up some facts on Sephora's website. So this concealer does retail for $26. I did pick this up in the shade 3. And let's just kind of get into it. So this is a lightweight, ultra hydrating concealer that visibly brightens, blurs, and smooths skin to create an all-over radiant finish, which is always a plus, especially when you're looking for a concealer for like those natural days. So I just want to put this on. And this is what the wand looks like right here. It's like a nice pointed wand. And like I said, I'm using the shade 3. Looks like it's going to be a sheer consistency, so I am going to go back in there because I do want some coverage. I've been doing this thing nowadays where I don't really take my foundation all the way to the top. I just take it right here, that the concealer really does its job. Also because I do crease a lot on the under eyes, and I'm just going to be taking my damp sponge. Today I'm using my Saie Beauty sponge, and I'm going to be blending this out. Ooh, that blends super easily. Very easily. So now that I have that, I am going to go ahead and set. I have to set immediately because these things crease like crazy. So I'm just taking my e.l.f. powder. No, this is an e.l.f. Sorry, this is Rare Beauty. The Rare Beauty talc-free powder in light pink. And I'm just setting these under eyes. I have to say, I immediately liked how easily it blended. It blended super easy into the skin, but yet gave a very natural finish. So I like to always pat it in. Another thing that's good about this concealer also is that it is very, very lightweight in consistency. If you're somebody like me that needs to set the under eyes with powder or else it will crease, having a consistency that's very lightweight in concealer can make it really easy so that the concealer and just the under eye area does not look cakey. Look how smooth that looks. Because we went in with a very lightweight concealer, and then applying that powder on top just gave it that perfect, like perfected finish. Now, if you're somebody that does not need to set because your under eyes just don't crease and you don't have that issue, and you do have dry under eyes, then you will love this concealer because it does give you a really nice fresh radiance from within. But for me personally, I do need to set. But a pro for me as somebody that does have creasy under eyes and needs to set is that when I do go in and set, it's gonna look so natural because the formula of this concealer is so natural. So you guys can see it literally looks like skin. So I really like that. And then on this side, we're gonna go in and use our brushes to apply the product. So we can see how it does versus the sponge we used on this side. So let's take the wand. This is like such a unique wand because it's pointed, so it doesn't like really have a flat edge. So I'm kind of like, which side to apply in? So I go like this. And because it is pointy, it does a really good job of like angling it and kind of going around your eye. But you guys can see this formula. So I'm just taking my Real Techniques 402 brush and I am going to just blend it out. You guys can see how it does have radiance because look how radiant it looks right here. Now I'm going to take a more precise brush. This is another Real Techniques brush. This is actually an eyeshadow brush. It's a crease brush, but I don't use it for crease because it's too thick. So I like to use it for my under eye concealer. And I just kind of blend everything out. Applies good with either or. But I will say I kind of like it better with a sponge. I feel like the sponge really kind of pushed everything in. But when you do use a smaller brush, after that first initial blend with the bigger brush, I think it really does a good job. So the side with the brush does look a little bit more full coverage than the side with the sponge, because you guys can see here on the side of the sponge, you can see a little bit of my rosacea peeking through, a little bit of my redness. Here, it's literally all just smooth. So if you want more coverage out of this concealer, I would go in with a brush because it is a very light coverage concealer. If you want more natural results, I would use a sponge or even your little finger to like dab it in. But it just really depends on what type of makeup look you are going for that day. So I do want to do one more thing since I kind of want to keep trying out this formula for what it is. So I'm going to take the little applicator and apply a little bit of concealer on the high points of the face because I want to kind of see how it works. So right here, and I'm just taking my sponge. I will say one thing about this concealer is that it blends so easily. Like it literally blends instantly. It like applies like butter and blends like butter. Like it's so seamless. And another thing that I'm noticing now that it's setting into the under eyes is it feels so lightweight. Even with the powders that we applied, it feels so lightweight. And speaking of powders, I think Saie does have a powder as well. So I will have to look into that powder. And I will say that with this product, it's applying great with a more full coverage finish that if you choose to just apply this on your bare skin and going for that no makeup look, this will be great for like that spot concealing. If you have very dry under eyes or just skin in general, this is a great product that can definitely give you that radiance because you guys were seeing that radiance peek through, especially when I was like blending it out. It did have a pretty glow to it. It wasn't until I set it because I need to set it because of my under eyes that I did get a little bit more so of that oil-free, radiant-free finish. But nonetheless, that makes it easy for the powder to sit really nicely because it's such a lightweight consistency. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face and I'm gonna come back and give you guys my first initial thoughts, and also I will show you guys how this looks in natural lighting before we begin our wear test. So you definitely wanna stay tuned for that and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so I just finished my entire face using the new Saie concealer on the under eyes. Right now it is 111 angel numbers. Can we just talk about it? I'm also listening to Bad Bunny's new album that I've been obsessed with. Who else has been obsessed with Bad Bunny's new album? It's literally amazing. But let's talk about the concealer. So I actually went ahead and did all my usual makeup routine, blush, bronzer, just finished that up. And I have to say, I really like how everything looks. I really like how the under eyes look right now. I feel like they look absolutely beautiful. They look very lightweight. It doesn't look heavy whatsoever. Like I said, this formula is extremely, extremely natural coverage, natural light finish. That really does help the powder that I put on top just look really nice, smooth, and effortless, which is something that I always look for in a concealer, especially as somebody that does have to consistently set their concealer with some type of loose powder. So I'm really pleased with that. I feel like everything looks absolutely amazing. So far, so good. I can't wait to see how this will look by the end of the day because you guys know the wear test is what really determines if something is worth your $26 or not. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day. So stay tuned because you won't want to miss the end of the day results of this. So here is the concealer, which you guys can see. I feel like it looks really nice and smooth on the under eyes. The under eyes do look just very, very lightweight, which I really appreciate because I feel like sometimes the under eye area can look very full coverage and like it just has a lot of makeup. And today, it just looks really nice, smooth, very wearable. But overall, I do like how lightweight and just natural it feels and it looks. So I'll see you guys later for my final thoughts. Okay guys, so I'm back and now it's about to be 9 p.m. and I just wanted to give you guys my final thoughts on the new Saie concealer. So this is what we're looking like right now. I have to say it held up pretty well. I feel like the under eyes do have a little bit of creasing, but like I said, for me, it's very common by the end of the day because I do have very creasy under eyes, but it's not as bad as it could be. They don't look very heavy and cakey, how they can look with certain type of concealers when we go in for like a full glam moment like we are doing right now. So overall, I have to say I am impressed with this. I feel like I'm really gonna love this for those very natural makeup days, like those spot concealing days, those days where I just want something super lightweight. I think this will be perfection. Overall, I would say if you're somebody that's looking for a very natural, everyday friendly product, I think you're gonna enjoy this. I think that if you're somebody that likes more so of a full coverage finish, a full coverage consistency, I don't think this is the product for you, because I feel like you're going to be looking for more coverage. I feel like this is one of those products that if you want more coverage, you're gonna have to really build it up. But overall, I definitely am excited to continue using this, especially for my no makeup days. So those are pretty much all my thoughts. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing my reviews. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye, guys.